Hi, my name is Michael, aka The Bruiser, from Skate Therapy and Meanie Skateboards. As you're probably well aware, our Prospect City Council Come and Try session and SK8 Jam have both been postponed. This is due to skate parks being temporarily closed to assist with the new government laws to prevent mass gatherings and control the spread of COVID-19. Both these events will be reoffered once the restrictions have been lifted. So due to this, together with Prospect City Council, we've put together a little video with some skills that you can practice from home. Remember, safety first. Always keep away from cars, trucks and pedestrians, and always make sure to wear your safety equipment. Wearing safety equipment makes sure that you can progress a lot quicker with less injury.
So I hope you use this to your advantage and learn some new tricks or upgrade the ones you've already got, and let's just keep practicing and practicing, and then once we are out of isolation we'll be able to get some events happening and you'll be able to take these skills to the skate park. Thanks, I hope you enjoy the video. So first up we're going to work on stance. Stance is important to make sure that we can control our board. We're going to learn to do it forwards and we're going to learn to do it switch. Alright, so let's get started. So first up we're going to do stance. So the first thing you want to do is you want to be able to stand on your skateboard. So firstly you put your front foot full sideways, equal heel, equal toe, right up near the front bolts. Then you'll stick your back foot in the groove. You want to keep your knees nice and relaxed and looking straight over your shoulder. Alright, so your feet position should look a little bit like this. So I've got my front foot just behind the front two bolts. I've got equal heel, equal toe hanging off the board. On my back foot, I put my foot inside the board, but on the groove. This way when I lean, I'm staying over the board with full control. So now we know how we're standing on the board. Firstly, we've got to get generated some speed. So firstly, you're going to put your foot right behind the first two bolts, but straight in the line with your board. You're going to put your other foot next to that foot. You're going to put all your weight over this first foot, and then make sure that your shoulder stays over that foot as well. As you push, you're going to push the board forward, but keep the back foot where it is. As soon as you've started moving, you're going to turn that foot and get into the stance position. This can be done both ways. So when you're pushing, what you want to do is keep all this weight over this foot, and you want to use this foot and balance like you're doing it on a pendulum. So this foot swings backwards and forwards. Then, once you plant it and drive it, it'll swing back forward again. So as you just noticed, I did it both ways. Practicing both ways will make you more confident skating normal and switch. Okay, so now we've got a good solid stance and we can generate some speed. Now we're going to learn the ollie. The basics of an ollie is you're going to kick the back foot down, shoot the front foot forward and bend the knees to bring the board up. So firstly you want to get your feet right. So I put my front foot about just behind the first set of bolts. Then I'll put my back foot dead center in the center and right up on the toe as if I'm skipping. So what I mean by back foot like I'm skipping, if I've got my back foot up like this, then I can flick the board up nice and easy and it will snap the board nice and tight. If I've got my foot flat or hanging over the edge of the board, it actually restricts how far my board can come up. So again, if my foot is right at the edge of the board and right up on its toe, the board will flick straight up. But if my foot is behind the board or hanging off a little bit, it restricts how far my board can come up. Okay, so now I've got my feet in the right position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down with this foot and kick my toe at the same time so that my toe goes down nice and hard. I'm going to shoot my board forward and then I'm going to jump up. I'm going to treat this back foot like it's on a hot potato. So as soon as it hits the ground, it's got to come straight back up. So it should look something like this. So to make sure you get a really good ollie, you want to preload your legs. So as you bend down, you don't want to hold it for too long. You want to get straight back up like a spring. So as soon as you get down, you're going to come up, bend your knees up higher. When you land, you're going to bend them knees back to use them like suspension. And it should look something like this if you get a good one. So now we're going to put that together. So we're going to do a push off, we're going to roll, we're going to get our feet ready for our ollie, and then we're going to ollie. Remember, always start off small, and as you get more confident, go bigger. So here it is. Alright, now we've done it normally, we're going to learn to do it switch. So switch is just riding exactly the same position but backwards with your feet. So firstly we're going to do a push off, then we're going to get our stance, and then we're going to do a switch ollie. Just like this. So now that we've got ollies down pat, what we're going to do is we're going to start learning how to do front side 180s and back side 180s. So first things first is you want to get your feet positioned right. We'll start with the front side 180. So the front side 180, you want to have your toe hanging off a bit. Same as the ollie position, you want to have it up near the front of the board. This time we're going to put our toe in the back edge of the board. If we put our toe in the back edge of the board, it's going to automatically turn the board for us. Okay, now we've got our feet positioned right. What we're going to do is when we bend our knees, we're going to tilt our shoulders. When we tilt our shoulders, we're basically preloading, so when we come out, we're going to swing it back over. If you put all that together, it should look something like this. So now we've practiced that a few times, let's get one rolling. Okay, so now we've got front side 180s, let's do a back side 180. So back side 180 is basically turning the other way, so we'll turn with our back towards the camera. So first things first is we're going to change our feet position up. This time we're going to have our foot a little bit more toey on the other side, and we're going to put our toe in the edge of the other side. That way when we push down, the board is automatically going to twist forward in front of us. It should look a little bit like this. Alright, so now we've practiced that a few times. What we're going to do is we're going to put one together rolling. The same again, we're going to start with our push off, roll forward. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to do kick flips. So firstly, a kick flip is when you snap the board and the board flips behind you. A heel flip is when the board flicks but it flips in front of you. So that's the difference between a kick flip and a heel flip. Now let's learn them. Alright, so the correct position for a kick flip is firstly we're going to put our foot on a 45-degree angle right behind the bolts. Then we're going to put our back foot like we did with a normal ollie, and then once we push down, we're going to flick our foot out the edge of the board. At the edge of the board, I mean right up near the nose of the board. So it should look like this. Alright, now we got that. Let's try and do one just standing on flat. So I get my feet in the right position. And I kick it, flip it over. Okay, so now we've practiced that a few times on the flat without rolling. Now we're going to try it rolling. Alright, now we've got the kick flip down pat. Now we're going to give a heel flip a try. So just remember, a heel flip, you're using your heel, the board's going to flip in front of you. Okay, so get your feet right for a heel flip. Can vary a little bit from person to person, but what I tend to do is put my toes so it's just hanging over the edge. Same as the kick flip position, right up near the front bolts. Back foot in the middle, and then as you push down and you let the board come up, when you start kicking forward, you're going to kick the heel out in front of you like this. So what it should look like is something a little like this. Okay, so we've tried it standing still for a while. Feeling pretty confident. Let's see if we can get one rolling. So that was our video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you got some trick tips to benefit you for this time while you're in isolation, and we hope to see you out at the skate park when we come out the other side.